Hey, Ari here, leader of the race mixing revolution. Thanks for joining me in another video here. I wanted to make this video to talk about physical fitness, the idea of being physically fit and how it is incorporated in your life. So I am somebody that I'd like to think is physically fit to some degree. I'm not the most physically fit person. There's definitely a lot of people that are more physically fit than me. So take my credibility for what it's worth. But I do take physical fitness very seriously, and it is part of my vision for the future. I think that physical fitness is going through a revolutionary phase right now. I think that society is changing in such a way that people are taking it seriously. The values that we have are lining up with physical fitness very well, and more people need to take this seriously. It needs to become a standard. How does physical fitness become a bigger part of our culture? This is a question that I'm asking, and it's something that I hope I can answer briefly in this video. So I think that there are some critical things that we can do to make physical fitness more important. And on a philosophical level, we have to accept it, obviously, first. We have to believe in it. But in other ways, there are practical changes that we can make. So philosophically, what kind of barriers do we have now to accepting physical fitness? I think that a big one is tradition. You know, it's not a tradition to be everyone should be physically fit or these kind of things. A lot of times in history, only the people that had very physical jobs had to be physically fit. And so a lot of people that don't have very physically demanding jobs are easily neglecting physical fitness. And I think that another thing is a stigma for physical fitness as some kind of an egotistical, vain, unnecessary, like recreational or frivolous kind of activity. And it's a shame that maybe, that's a side effect of it all, but in its core, it is a very, very natural, healthy thing to be doing. Obviously, if you don't exercise, you won't die. Do you know what I mean? It's like food and water take precedence. If you don't drink water for a week, you will die. If you don't eat food for an extended period of time, you will die. If you don't exercise for months or years at a time, you won't die. You won't just drop dead on the spot. But there are very serious effects. So after food and water comes physical activity for your priorities for taking care of your body. And personally, I believe that as far as like medical care and these kind of things, we should be investing in physical fitness a lot more on a government end, on personal investment ends, all these kind of things, because that is very proactive in preventing a lot of the health issues that we have. Think about how many health issues people have and how many of those would be prevented if these people were exercising on a regular basis leading up to those issues. Would they even happen? How much could we reduce if instead of building hospitals and dumping money into all kinds of clinics and these kind of things, if we had government gyms and if we had these kind of things and it became bigger in our culture and people took it seriously and people judged each other and we talked about it and it became, this big piece of our culture. That is something that I would like to see in the future. Obviously now with technology and computers and the internet and these kind of things, people are becoming more and more inclined to just be technological and very just interacting with these devices and these kind of things. We are moving away from nature in a little bit, but I think that a lot of people do recognize that we need some natural things to be adhered to, and that ironically, a lot of those natural things are becoming more available to us. Our lifestyles, we have, ways of getting to a gym and creating a home gym and these kind of things. I have a home gym that I take advantage of on a regular basis, and you should do the same as well. Invest into your body. You know what I mean? Your body is huge. So please take those things in consideration. If the government gym is a thing or not, you should be doing this. If you have health issues, if you get sick very easily, if you have mental problems, whatever the mental problem might be, exercise should be the first thing that you try in dealing with any mental problem. This should be the very, very, very first thing. Eating right and exercising and sleeping right. These three things, if you do these three things and you still have mental problems, by all means, take whatever drugs you have to do or the counseling sessions and whatever those things are that you have to do, that is your prerogative, that is your call. But please, please give exercise a chance. That is something I wish for so many people in my life that have, neglected exercise or have skipped it as an option. I really, really wish they hadn't done that. So with all those things in mind, and with the idea that there's a fitness revolution going on, let's try to incorporate that with race mixing as well. If you are a mixed race person, if you're not, try to represent this healthy attitude for the future, this vision of the future. And I always say that if I could snap my fingers and everybody in the world became mixed, racism wouldn't be a problem. A lot of people don't agree with that. But I'm sure that if I could snap my fingers and everybody in the world was physically fit and very physically healthy and confident, everyone would agree with that. I don't see why anybody would have a problem with that. There's nothing political about that. There's nothing polarizing about that. It's just about health. It's so simple. So I'm glad I could make this video. I hope that something I said has inspired you, that something I said has stuck with you, and you can take this for yourself into the future. Thanks for watching. Remember that your body is your first and last investment. This is the last thing I wanted to say, is that your body is the first and last thing that you own. This is something that you own that can't be traded. You can't just trade your body in and get another one. You can't just pay somebody for a better body. I mean, plastic surgery and those kind of things, sure, but really to be healthy, that takes investment. That is the rawest and most natural and most enlightening investment that you can have in your life. Don't take that for granted. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I got a lot more videos coming out in the future. Please share my video, copy the link, send it to some people, share it on social media. Please support me on Patreon. As little as $1 a month, you can help me in this very critical early phases of the revolution, help me build it from the ground up. Please remember my words and take them with you into the future. And thanks for watching again. I'll see you next time.